I am now going to get my coil taken out. I'm late because the traffic was just fucking ridiculous. And I've had to park far away because it's raining. But yeah, I'm now going to do it. So I will chat to you afterwards about how it felt, what happened, and the whole experience. Okay, so my coil is now out. I had the appointment. It was absolutely fine. They're really, really nice. I went to iCash in Norwich just because I had it fitted there, and my doctors don't actually do it. They don't insert them, they don't remove them. The lady I saw was called Kim, and she was really, really lovely. And she kind of just explained what she was going to do, and I thought I would just tell you guys. Basically, it's the same kind of what they do as when they insert it, because they put a speculum in to like open your vagine, and then you have to find the strings, because there's 2 little strings on the bottom of your coil, and she put the speculum in. She said she could see the strings, and then they just get this little instrument, and she kind of just said they pull it, and she said if she started to pull and there was resistance, they don't just keep pulling, they will rebook you to come in to see a doctor, because she was a nurse, and then you would have a scan as well, so they could like know exactly what to do. However, she saw the strings and she said she was going to try it, and she pulled and it came out, and she sort of said that it's uncomfortable rather than painful, but it was a little bit painful. It wasn't like but it wasn't nice at all. She basically said it would just feel like an uncomfortable tugging, and I kind of likened it to if you put a tampon in. This is a bit of TMI. If you've got a tampon in that is too high of an absorbency for what you need, and it's dry as you pull it out, it's that kind of sensation. I think I kind of worked myself up a little bit about it, because she did it and I sat up and then I felt all lightheaded and I was like, okay, I need to lay down for a minute, and then I was fine. But it wasn't painful, it was just uncomfortable. It was not a nice sensation, but it's done. So I'm hopefully just gonna not have the horrible bleed that some people say happens afterwards, or the Mirena crash, which is another kind of like a hormone thing, because your body now has to make its own hormones, because it's not been making them because the coil had been doing it. So there is something called a Mirena crash, but I will vlog and update you guys about this as the week or the days go on to see how it is. But yeah, it's removed, it was fine. She said there might be a little bit of bleeding now, or I could have the big one. There's no telling, everyone is different. And yeah, we've just got to see what happens now. But I'm going to drive home, see the babies, and then carry on unpacking the house. But I just thought I would let you guys know how it went, what happened. And it wasn't scary or anything, it was just someone looking up your minge. Hey guys, okay, it is the next day from having my coil out, and I thought I would just update you as to the aftermath, as it were. After I spoke to you in the car after it was done, I went to Asda just to get some shopping on the way home, and this is a super TMI, brace yourselves, I felt a little bit drippy. You know what I mean? I kind of just I put a pad in just in case, because I thought there might be some spotting, and it just felt a little bit drippy, which was not my favourite feeling. But when I got home, there was barely anything, just a little bit of spotting, nothing to like write home about really. And then I had a few little cramps yesterday evening, and then today I've just got the worst headache like that I've had. I haven't had a headache like this in months and months and months, and I don't know if it's anything to do with it. It could be completely unrelated, but I'm just documenting how I'm feeling because this is what the point of this video was. Again, there's a little bit of spotting. It wouldn't be necessary to wear something if you didn't want to, because it is minimal. It's just like upon wiping. I told you it was over cherry. But I've just got like a panty liner in just in case, but it's nothing major. No cramps today, just this redonkulous headache. And yeah, that's it really. She the lady that did it was just amazing. She was so nice. I think I'm quite lucky because she was so nice, and she was similar ages, and she was just really friendly, and we just had a bit of a laugh. But if you are contemplating and getting it out and we're like wondering, oh, is it going to really hurt, and just don't work yourself up about it, because I think if you can work yourself up about it, you can make it in your head a lot worse than it's going to be, because it wasn't nice, but it was no worse than having a smear done. And as I said in my other one, if you're putting off a smear test, I'm judging you and you're naughty. Go and book it now. Go and get them to look up your vagine, because it's better to be embarrassed for 2 minutes while someone looks up your fanny than to not find something that could potentially be deadly. So go and get your fanny checked now. Yeah, I'll carry on documenting how I am over the next week or so. From what I've read, that the bad bleed can come like 2 or 3 days after, to up to like 2 weeks after. So I'll just, if nothing happens, well then, hey, but we'll see. So I just thought I would do another little update, but for now, we're all gravy. Hey guys, so I thought I would just end this little video about the coil removal. It is now the 25th of October and I had it out on the 15th, so it's been like a week and a half, and I had, like I said, I had a little bit of spotting for the first, I think, 4 or 5 days, but nothing bad. And then, touch wood, I haven't had the bad bleed that I've read about, and so far I haven't had the Mirena crash, which is what I was most nervous about. I will admit I've been a bit more angry, and I think that is just because my body is trying to reproduce the hormone that it hasn't had to for 3 years, and I've read that this is quite common. Some people report that they have like really bad time during the Mirena crash, whereas mine just seems to be, I've got no patience. Like, I've not got patience anyway, I'm not a patient person, and this just seems to be like making it just less patience than normal. What are you doing, dog? And I've got no patience at all with the kids at the minute. They are driving me, and with Ben, but I know this is just my body just trying to get used to it. So I know when I'm snapping, I can say I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like get used to just being hormone free, if that makes sense. I was talking to a friend this morning and the other day, and we were saying how bad it is that in schools today, when you're like 15, 14 and you're taught about sex education, I don't know if it is today actually, but when I was at school, you were told that if you have unprotected sex, you will get pregnant. Regardless of the time of month, you will get pregnant. Have sex once, you're going to be pregnant. That is what happens. So you spend all these years trying not to get pregnant, and you just pump all this stuff in your body. Like, I was on the pill for like 14 years. And they don't tell you about that you're not going to get pregnant every single day of the month. It's just not physically possible. And I think if they taught it better at schools, I don't know if they do now. If you're a teacher now and you do teach this and it is different now, let me know, because I am really intrigued. But yeah, you're just told that regardless of the time of month, you will get pregnant if you have unprotected sex, which is just not the case. So yeah, me and my friends have just been chatting about it, and we've kind of all had bad experiences on the coil and ended up having to do something else. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get an idea of, if you are a teacher and you do teach these things, it just really intrigues me that when I was young, we as girls were not taught the truth about our bodies, if that makes sense. You kind of just, you believe, if your teacher says that, you believe it. So you just, that's what you think is true, and it's not. And it just annoys me. So I wanted to say my bit. I think I probably will do some more chats on this. If in a week or two, or however long it something happens, like I do have the big Mirena crash, or I do have the big bleed, I will come back and do another like update, and I'll probably do it in a vlog. But yeah, another thing as well, my anxiety has just kind of mellowed. Like, for example, about 5 days ago, I was in bed and a spider crawled on me, and I hate spiders. A month ago, if a spider crawled on me while I was in bed, I wouldn't have got in the bed or slept for like 4 days. Just a fact, I just wouldn't. This time I literally just brushed it off and went back to sleep. And it's like, what? Honestly, I wouldn't have slept if a spider had been on my bed. But I literally just went, get off, and just went back to sleep straight away, instantly. And it was just amazing to not have that panic. Like, because something like that, a spider crawling on me, would send me into a panic. And again, I don't know if it is to do with the coil or if it's not. It's just really weird that I've had spiders crawl on me. My house is full of conkers and I've got a spider spray everywhere because I hate them so much. And a few years ago, a spider crawled across my face. A big spider crawled across my face while I was in bed, and it was on my pillow. And then it happened again like a week later, and I just didn't sleep. Like, I was sat upright, just not wanting to sleep. Like, Ben can vouch, and it was just horrific. It was horrible. Just didn't even care. Literally didn't care. Just brushed it off, went back to sleep. And it's like, is it a coincidence? Is it not? I don't know. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you. So let me know your experiences, if you're planning on having it out, if you have had it out. And if it's worked for you, again, I've had to say this in the other videos, if it's worked for you, that's amazing. I'm really, really happy that it has worked for you. I'm not bashing the Mirena, because I know for lots of people it does work, but for me, it wasn't right. So if it works for you, amazing. But it didn't work for me. So I'm gonna go because my mum is on her way here, and we're gonna film some videos. So I will see you soon. If you like these kind of videos, please do give this one a big thumbs up. You should definitely subscribe to my channel so we can be good friends. That would be nice. And I've had this is addressing something else. I've had quite a lot of trolls recently telling me that I am a bad mum because I swear. And I have one thing to say to that. Fuck off, basically. My mum doesn't swear, ever. You've all seen my mum, she doesn't ever swear, ever. Yet me and my brother both do. So I don't think your parents' vocabulary has an impact on yours. This is just my generation as a whole. I feel like quite a lot of my friends swear as well. Don't swear to be cool or to anything like that. It's just my vocabulary. It just comes out. It just comes out. And I am trying to be better. But the girls haven't repeated swear words. I think Mika said bollocks once, and I said that's a mummy word, don't say it. She hasn't said it again. So yeah, I just thought I'd address that now as well. I'm gonna go before I start to rant. I will see you soon. Bye guys.